In the dark there lies a tale, hey, with Joshua Joseph's voice. And beside him Viking storm stays, they speak with no choice. From the deep and blackened waters, where the secrets wail and cry, they pull back forgotten covers, exposing murky lies. What you hear cannot be unseen, a saga from the waves. Conspiracies unravel in the dark, as depths become our graves. They talk of ghostly whispers, an ancient treasure's call, with theories wrapped in shadows, the waters deep and all. The oceans hide their secrets well, but not from this dark crew. Joshua and Viking storm, they seek, they find what's true. What you hear cannot be unseen, a saga from the waves. Conspiracies unravel in the dark, as depths become our graves. The oceans hide their secrets well, but not from this dark crew. Joshua and Viking storm, they seek, they find what's true. What you hear cannot be unseen, a saga from the waves. Conspiracies unravel in the dark, as depths become our graves. As depths become our graves.
What is up, window lickers? It is I, the voice, Joshua Joseph, back again on a conspiracy night on a conspiracy ship with some conspiracy friends. And those friends are Viking Storm and Luna. What is up, guys? How goes it?
Pretty good, man. But a pretty good week.
Wow, you really brought the energy with that one there, Viking. You
Oh,
were just
every
like,
time with you. That was a pretty good week, man. We had a good Valentine's Day. I don't know about you and your woman, but we did yesterday, so.
Whoa, we're getting graphic right out the gate. Vikings talking about Valentine's Day. But we all know, Viking, you were on a ship. You were out there on the seas. Did you make it back to your love, Luna, before the day's end?
I hate you.
No, you don't. No, you don't. And fans, as you can see, we have another face here. Right here with us, and this is a dear friend of mine. This guy I've known for quite a while. There's a thing that floats with me. Usually, people who I was friends with back in the day, we have this thing where it's every few years we reconnect, we kind of get back, and it goes right back to the same spot where it was. But yet, on this one, my dear friend Kevin, you're a little different these days. That's a beard. That's a man's beard. I have never seen a man's beard on you before. It was always sweet baby face Kevin, the fun guy who he loved to make a ruckus. And well, as the title says, you're a Freemason now, my friend. So we're here to talk to you about that. So how are you doing, my friend?
Kid. Playing.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm doing great. I can't complain.
Awesome. So how have the years treated you since our last interaction about, like you said in the beginning, 20 years ago, man, 20 years.
It's been rough, but it's been good. I can't complain. Lots of lessons were learned along the path.
That's exactly what we how we grow. We learn those lessons. They may be hard, but you always learn, and knowledge is the key to any success that I've ever had. I mean, going out there being a dummy really doesn't get you too many things.
No, but we make it work.
We do make it work. We do make it work. So, Kevin, I would like to start out this episode honestly just saying first, fans, we need to hit you with this because we're all about fun and having a great time, and that can be had especially with topics that maybe spark others in different ways. So we're going to put this up. We kindly ask for all attendees show respect and consideration to our special guests during this event. Please be mindful of your behavior, words, and actions, ensuring a welcoming and positive environment for everyone. Our guest is here to share their time and expertise, and we appreciate your cooperation in making this experience enjoyable and respectful for all. Thank you. So that was from Luna. She does all our awesome stuff. And before we get into anything, we got to hit them with this disclaimer because we don't need to get our asses bit at the end of any of these episodes.
Want the beat. Didn't play.
Oh, it didn't play. Hold on.
It did play.
Well, that's because I'm an idiot and I hit the overlay as opposed to the video. Here we go. Sorry about that.
Disclaimer. The theories and opinions discussed on this podcast are for entertainment and informational purposes only. They are strictly speculative and should not be taken as factual or authoritative. The views expressed are those of the hosts and guests and do not represent established facts or expert consensus. Listener discretion is advised!
All right, there we go. We got our bop that we've come up with.
Man, AI doesn't have to go that hard.
Dude, AI goes hard. They're pretty much like a Jersey Shore DJ. They're just in there fist pumping. AI's just ready to go. That's just how they are. But now we're here. We're ready to talk some Freemason with our special guest, Kevin here. Kevin, let me ask you, my friend, because like we said, there's many weird topics out there that cover around Freemasonry in the internet sphere. There's a lot of controversy, but that's not what we're here for. We're here to focus on exactly kind of like what you guys do for communities and things like that. And that's the first and foremost. Secondary is to see, how does one go about this? What do you do? If you're interested in this, what are the steps to take? So Kevin, if you can you just tell us like the little bit of the start of how you got into this, how you even thought about going into Freemasonry?
So for me personally, I had some buddies growing up. One of them had asked me if I knew anything about it. I think I was in his car one time or something, and there was a Masonic Bible or a book sitting on a seat, and he hurried up and tucked it in his glove box, and I was like, "What's that?" And he's like, "You know anything about that?" And I was like, "No." And it's like I kind of joked with him and made the comment like, "I don't believe in the devil worship stuff," or and the look on his face was just like deer in the headlights. Like I broke the man's heart by saying that. And I didn't, think too much of it. I was pretty young and dumb. And some years went by, and another buddy that I haven't spoken to in probably 10, 12 years had said something to me about it, and it kind of piqued my interest a little bit. So I went and got online and petitioned the lodge in my hometown, like via email, and waited about a year or so, and they never got back to me. And I thought that maybe there was something with me, or And I even went up to their lodge, and their sign was kind of faded away, so you couldn't really read it. And so I went to the next town over and talked to one of their guys. Actually, like met up with them and talked to him because I mean, I've been doing some research for going on that year, you know, trying to figure out if it was me and whatnot. And I was going down the rabbit hole online, and you know, the joke about the Satanists and stuff. I had said I had found the stuff online, and I was putting two and two together. Like, none of the Masons or Freemasons that I've ever met were bad people. They've always been like upstanding citizens, you know, leaders in the community. So it really wasn't connected for me. So I had to seek it out myself, and I did. And finally, that second lodge got back to me. I got accepted, and then, like, literally probably the day or two later, the initial lodge that I petitioned online did not. They got back to me, but they weren't about technology. So that was like, hey, we check our emails maybe once a year, man, twice a year, and it was like, what? Like, we live in 2024, 2023 at this time.
Yeah.
Like, you got to get up on the times, and they're doing better about that now, for sure. We're getting better about it, especially as younger people come in. Like, for me, I'm 35 and I'm the youngest guy in my lodge.
Man,
everybody's all older than me. It's kind of nice though. There's a lot of wisdom there, you know.
Exactly, but you've always, like, ever since I've known you, like, a majority of the people you hang out with seem to be older than you. Like, that's
yeah. You're what, 5 or 10 years older than me?
Not 10. Come on, man. I'm only 6.
I got more gray in my beard though.
You do. See, you got more of the experience out of life.
I earned all that.
Yeah, you did. I love, though, like, you piqued my interest when you were saying that, and you were mentioning the technology aspect of this specific lodge. Now, that's not all of the Freemason community.
No.
That was just this lodge, correct?
We're from in Indiana, it's a rural community, just out in the middle of nowhere, farmland all around.
Yeah.
And you'll have that probably throughout the whole Midwest. I can't speak for every lodge, but
yeah,
especially the small farm rural lodges.
Gotcha. Okay. So we're at the point where you get accepted to the second lodge that you applied for. We heard about the first lodge, checking only once a year their email, and then they accept you. So that whole time that you spent, wondering what's up with me, why am I not? You finally get to a point to where, though, that kind of gets washed away, and you realize it's, it was their reasoning of not using technology that made that happen. So when you do get accepted, though, what's the feelings you get? Like, are you excited? Are you ready to jump into this? Or is it something that just kind of, I guess, kind of overwhelms you?
It can be, it's kind of more personal, so it's kind of on a personal basis. Because, I mean, depending on my the chair.
Okay. Kevin, okay, he backed out. He'll be back in. But that's where we're at. We have Luna wanting to ask a question. When he gets back in here, we'll hit him up with that question. Man, that was right at the good part too. There we go. All right, I think we got you back, man.
Sorry about that.
No, don't worry. I'll tell you this. The Conspiracy Show, I do 6 shows
every single week.
Every single week we get something that happens on this show, so don't even worry about it. It adds to the excitement.
Theme of the show. It just matches it. Thanks.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so let's go back to that question, because you were coming in and out. Your overall feeling when you finally get accepted.
For me personally, it felt really great because I'd been pursuing it for over a year at that point. So it was kind of like a weight off my shoulders, almost like, oh, finally.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, but for some of the other guys, because it's pretty personal. Each person's different and how they're going to do it, and how much research you think you've done, and really you soon to come find out that yeah, you didn't find out any research.
Awesome. I like hearing that too because
So it's definitely like one of those things where you had to be there to understand it instead of just hearsay.
100%.
Yeah.
awesome. I love that. I love that. We have Luna wanting to ask a question. She's what is the benefits of becoming a Freemason? What type of help can they provide their members?
So for me, I use it as the brotherhood. If I'm having a bad day or something, I can pick up the phone and call one of my lodge brothers and just, hey man, I'm having a bad day, and they're gonna they're that group that's not necessarily. I don't want to say they're not your friend because they're 100% your friend, but they're a genuine friend that's looking out for truly you, not just your feelings to make you better in that moment. They're gonna, hey man, you need to take a step back, look at the whole picture. Might tell you something you don't want to hear, but it might be something you need to hear.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, I like that.
That's what a real friend is, though. Someone that tells you what you need to hear over what you want to hear.
Right.
Very true. And that kind of goes back to what you said at the beginning. It's more like a fraternity. Like
100%.
you were comparing it to that, an actual brotherhood of
Yeah.
guys. Are there any women in Freemason lodges or?
Well, that goes with there's some clandestine lodges out there that aren't really recognized by true Masons that try to do their own thing. Um, it's happening more in Europe, but they do have their own fraternal organization called the Order of the Eastern Star.
No kidding. I didn't know that. I had no clue about
That's
that.
what I was curious about too. That was one of my questions because I was wondering if there's any women involved in it.
They have their own separate fraternity from Mason. It's like I don't want to say it's an independent body, but it's its own female only organization.
I like that.
I don't know anything really about it because I'm not a female.
Yeah, well, yeah. I get you on that one.
I just know that they have their own thing. I tried to get my wife to like look into it a little bit, but she wasn't into it.
She's not taking the bait on that one. She's like,
not for her.
Not for me. Awesome. Now, I don't know if this is a rumor or anything, but when you do get into Freemasonry, and I would assume just hearing what you've said that this is probably yes, but are there job opportunities? Like, do people like? I guess there would be business owners and things like that. You said there's like most of the ones you've met are upstanding citizens and things like that. So, but I was just curious, like, is there like an opening that they give, like some of the members can give to the other members, or is that like kind of frowned upon?
It doesn't happen at my lodge. I'm sure there's probably some type of stipulation or something to that. Like, say if I'm a business owner and I go to lodge and I'm in desperate need of like a painter, and we got a painter in the lodge, I might ask him for help, or if he knows any other painters. But yeah, I mean, it's a good networking.
Yeah.
So by all means, yeah.
All right. But
I mean, you're gonna network with your Lambda Delta Phi brothers, right?
True, and that's what I was gonna go back to, because that I think that's going to be a running theme with this, because
100%.
It does sound like more of like a fraternity, a Greek brotherhood, things like that. Honestly, I think that's awesome, because I mean, in this world, any advantage you can get, it's like, why are you not taking it? You know what I mean?
Nowadays.
Yeah, nowadays,
Especially for men too.
Yeah. Yep.
No
I am
offense,
there
Luna.
with you. I'm there with you 100%, my friend. Awesome. So let me ask you, what has been your your most growing experience with the Freemasons personally? Like what is there anything that you have gone through with them or they have helped you
Like,
out
what's your
on?
most rewarding moment?
There we go. Thank
So,
you. See,
I
Viking's
mean,
here to make sure I don't sound dumb.
you know how I used to be growing up, always quick, fun, ready to, it didn't matter. I was ready to have fun right now. Let's just go, make some fun. It doesn't matter if it's vandalizing something or doing something stupid, as long as we were having fun and living in the moment. So for me, it kind of it flipped that. It gave me a different perspective and actually, I guess it gave me a different perspective on relationships,
Okay.
just friendships in general. Like, don't fuck your friends over
So it
just
gave
because
you a
it's
different
easy.
outlook.
They're being nice, they're your friend. So I don't want to say like I was fucking my friends over, but you know what I'm saying. Be more of
Yeah.
a true friend than just that guy that tells you something you want to hear.
Yeah. No, I get you. Viking, you were chiming in.
It gave you a different outlook on everything.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I like that. I really do because yes, like you alluded to, I did, I knew you back in the day and I was
I guess
there with you.
I could say it humbled me.
Yeah.
I like
It
that. I
seems to
like
really change
that.
your perspective on things.
Yeah. I mean, Viking, let me tell you, we used to do this thing called Kill TV. You ever heard of it? Know what that's about?
I
Have you ever taken an old school TV to a really high place and just chucked it off and seen what happens?
Throwing it at a
probably. Oh,
moving
yeah. We
train.
definitely did that. A
Throw it at
moving
a moving
train?
train.
Oh, that would have been fun.
Oh, let me tell you, it was. All right, so Luna's chiming in with basic research. For someone who have never heard of Freemason or don't know much, the types of things that Freemasons help with are the Shriners Hospital for the Children's Hospital, the Masonic scholarships, youth programs, disaster relief, homelessness, and hunger support, veteran support, community development and local charities, religious and faith-based charities, environmental and conservation efforts, cancer research, and other specialized charities such as Masonic homes for the elderly and special needs and disability support. Wow,
That's awesome.
that's a lot that you guys do.
Yeah, that's a lot. Especially for me, my big thing is veterans because
Yeah.
I have so much support. Joseph knows my stance on this. I think we treat veterans so poorly in this country, and I
Yeah.
really absolutely fucking hate every single bit of it because my biggest thing with the Democrats last few years is they want to help all these illegals get in the country, but don't give two shits about our veterans on the streets that are begging for a quarter just to get something to eat, man.
The guys who
Like, that's my
defended.
biggest fucking pet peeve
Oh,
of this country is that.
I know. I know exactly what you mean. And it's so heartbreaking because I have grandparents, I have family members and things like that who went to war and did the things to protect our freedoms so we can have these. Like, if you go back in time and let's say we put technology with that going back in time, there wouldn't have been we could have had a time to where this conversation couldn't have ever happened.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
100%.
And because we have people who are willing to stand up and go and fight for those freedoms, it's like, why are we not giving them a hero's welcome? Why?
Mhm.
Who gives a shit what happened over there? Did the job get completed? Are we protected? Are we better off? Okay, that's all I need to know. I don't need to know how the sausage made. You know what I mean? It just
Definitely.
blows my mind. But I love all this, what Luna looked up and found. And when I say your organization, I know you're a part of a lodge, a sect, a group, and that's your, I guess, Mason house. And when I say together, I just mean as an overall Freemason, as a group.
Right.
Because I mean,
So,
yeah, go ahead.
so because I am a member of one lodge, I can freely travel to other lodges and be accepted.
No kidding.
Yep.
So it's
Wow.
open arms organization everywhere.
Open, brotherhood. Yep.
Wow.
So even if I travel across the pond or to Australia or something like that, if they have a lodge there, yep.
I like that because
That's
that gives
that's cool.
I mean, does that I mean, honestly, that to me that would allow the information, the knowledge to be able to be transferred in between lodges in case somebody, somebody might have figured something else out or something's going on. And if you have this open arms policy, that information can travel a lot quicker. So would that kind of go back to the olden times?
I actually want to add on to that really quick. It's
100% goes back to the olden times.
So I was gonna say that's actually a really good thing too, because say somebody traveled to another state that's part of your Freemasons, and you want to make sure that it's known that they're there, so in case they go missing or something too. Like if you think about it, it's a really good tracking system to just know that your brother's there. Like hey, say you went from Indiana to Tennessee or something, and you're in the area, and you want your Freemasons of all people.
So to answer Luna's question, there is a something in place. So say I'm a member of one lodge in Denver, Colorado, and I move for a job or something to New York City. You can put in like a petition to join the lodge in New York City, and by doing that, you'll exit the lodge of Denver.
Oh,
okay.
That's kind of cool.
So you can travel and still be a Freemason.
I like that. And Kevin, I'm going to apologize to you. This show is it's ran by me. And,
to be honest with you, I'm kind of retarded. In that.
I mean, just the honest truth. So sometimes you might be talking and I interrupt. And it's purely just because I'm kind of retarded. But so we're here, we're talking Freemasons. Let me ask real quick, when you were doing your research throughout the internet before you got into the group, what was the craziest thing that you've seen and you were just like, what the hell? No, I know you said that the ones that you've met, you're like, no, they're not like that. What I'm reading, but was there anything in particular that just kind of blew your mind and you were like, what the fuck is going on?
I'd just say the outright people thinking that they worship Satan or we worship Satan, and really honestly, we don't do anything of the type in lodge. We pray to God, and like I told you before, that's one of you, a man and God fearing. It doesn't matter if you're God's Jehovah, Yahweh, the Grand Architect, whatever it is, as long as you're God fearing and you're a man. So that was kind of weird to me. Like, so are these guys going in there and I'm sure you hear about the goat riding.
Yeah,
I'm still waiting for him to bust out the goat so I can ride it.
Goat around.
I didn't get to ride no goat. I was disappointed in that.
The only benefit he was looking forward to was a goat ride.
Yep.
I fucking love it, Kevin. That's fantastic. I like that. It always blows me away because and I like what you were saying earlier, when you think you've done the research and you get in there, you haven't done any type of research. So I like my mind because I've thought I've done research, but listening to you, I'm realizing I haven't. But like a lot of the things I like to go into is like, I don't know if you've ever heard these podcasts where they tell like Reddit stories.
Oh
And
yeah.
some of my favorite ones are the Freemason ones where they talk like people talk about, oh, I ran into this one Freemason and all this happened. And it's like, well, how are you telling the story if all of that happened to you? Like, where is this even coming from? So that's one of my like my things. And one of them I heard was that it was it was an actual story that was here in town that was actually false. I talked to the guy who owns the building. Across from where I worked was a Mason lodge. And we'd never seen, I worked at that place for 8 years and never seen one car until my 4th year being there. And my boss working there, he was telling me, he's like, I don't know what goes on over there, but I do know that I've seen maybe 3 or 4 people carrying what looked like bodies out of this lodge. And I was like, how did you know they were bodies? And he goes, well, just the way they look. Now, Kevin, this is a football field length away. So if this guy was in his 50s at the time. So for him to be able to see these bodies, and long story short, weeks later, when I seen that car there, I walked over there and it was the guy who owns the building. He's like, nobody carries bodies out of here. He goes, what they were probably doing was carrying out the rugs to clean them. And I was like, oh, that makes perfect
I was
sense.
getting ready to say that. We do have tapestries and rugs. They were probably getting the rugs cleaned.
That's exactly what it was. And it makes me laugh because just like I was saying, listening to the Reddit stories, then listening to somebody who was my boss sit there, smoke a cigarette and be like, yeah, they were carrying bodies out of
Were
there,
you
man.
disappointed when they weren't bodies though?
Kinda. Yeah, because I love the mystery behind it.
How'd that brother take it when you went up there and asked him about, hey, were you guys carrying the bodies the other night, man?
He chuckled. He
Yeah.
had a good laugh about it. He was like, bodies. What we talked about. He's like, don't you think the police would be on to us? I mean, if no cars are here ever, really, and then all of a sudden there's 4 cars carrying out bodies, I think the cops would have some questions. But I enjoyed the story, and then I enjoyed the interaction I had with
Oh,
the
yeah.
man who owned the building and was saying, like, come on, this is crazy. But I mean, some of those stories are crazy
Really
and
one of
fun
those
to listen
bodies.
to.
I instantly, as soon as you said a body, I was thinking, what could look like a bot? Oh, he probably got a rolled up rug carrying it out or something.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it was. Okay, we got Luna chiming in. She's asking, are there any consequences to a member who gives out information that they are not supposed to and they are caught by other members?
I can tell you, yes, there are consequences, but I cannot tell you what those consequences are.
Understandable. But there are consequences to this.
Oh, for sure.
Yes, because you did mention that your friend, before you got into it, your friend had his Bible. Is that what you guys call it? Or
Yeah,
am
it's
I
a
not
Holy Bible. It's King James Bible. It is.
Okay.
It's just got some other passages and whatnot in there.
Gotcha. So he hid that from you quickly. I've also
Right. I truly don't know if it was a Bible or not. I just know it was a book with a square and compass on it.
Gotcha. Yeah. I'm gonna get into that logo too because I got some questions. But back to this. I was also working a job where I delivered furniture, and we were with this newer kid that we were training, and I don't know if the man was a Mason. All I know is he had the Mason Bible and he had it in his study, and we were putting furniture in there, and the kid touched it. And me and the other guy that were there, we freaked out on him. We were like, don't you ever fucking touch your shit again. Like, you do not touch what is not yours. Never. We didn't, honestly, I didn't know who this man was, who he was associated with, if he had cameras in this room, things like that. But I do know that those are things that we do not touch, us who are not members of your guys' group.
You would have been fine. You could have moved it.
But what if
It's just a book.
what if he tried to take it? Because that's what he tried to do.
Like, take it with nothing. The dude would have probably got a new one.
Really?
Was it just a Bible?
It was a big, thick book. He had it opened. He had specific things highlighted. I don't know what they were. I didn't.
If it was a book that was important of such that what you're thinking of, it would have been coded. He couldn't have read it if he tried.
Really? Really? I like that. that just kind of gives me.
I mean, he could have took a book, but it would have looked like gibberish on a page to him.
Oh. So is there any? Can I ask, like, is there a specific decoder, or is that up to the person coding it?
Yes.
So wait, is your Bible not in English, but it's in a?
No. That's what I was asking. If it was just a Bible, it's fine. He could read it. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. It's just a King James Bible. But if it was like a different book or something else, if it was something that he shouldn't have been reading, it would have been coded anyway.
Okay. I mean, that honestly, that answers a lot of my questions on that subject. And it's been 3 years since that incident happened. I've been freaked out for a while. So thank you.
And truly, if the guy was worried about something happened, he would have moved the books himself. So it probably wasn't a book that was of any worry.
So it would have never been out in the open like that. Otherwise,
correct. 100% correct.
All right, we got fans jumping in now. Nick, what's up? How goes it? We're talking to Kevin, and we're talking about some Freemason stuff. So jump in with your questions. Lex Icon, Jeremiah Snyder, how goes it? Hi, Josh. What's up, sweaty hooter nipple boob sack? And I think only 2 of us on this panel will understand what that means. So that is a pure West Noble slogan from one. This dude actually started a cult in our school. So it was, we worshiped, you laugh, Viking, but we worshiped a corn cob. It was the religion of Cobb. We had a Bible. We met every day at lunch in the auditorium until the point to where the school got a little nervous that our members were getting too strong. So they shut all Cobb talk down. You could not talk about the Cobb. And that was the leader just jumping in and letting us know.
What the fuck?
Oh, I'm being dead serious. He had Cobb commandments. He had a lot. It was funny.
Was it a spaghetti monster?
Yeah, kind of like the spaghetti monster. Kind of.
Only in Indiana will you have the corn cob.
Yes.
I was gonna say that's where it makes the most sense.
Yeah,
here it'd be a fucking cow. It'd be a fucking cow here.
Hey, we would have been like the South Park kids, worshiping the cow out there. But okay, so you mentioned the logo. It should be. It's not a logo. It's a symbol. I guess for. I don't know what it's for. I'm not even going to speculate. But my question to you.
2 mathematical tools.
Yes, they are. But don't they have meaning to you guys?
Very much so.
Is there?
So I can tell you that the square is so I always square my actions.
Okay.
And the compass, you can put me on the spot here.
Sorry.
The compass is to make sure I encompass all that I can within my actions.
Had to make him think on that one.
Yeah. Well, it's making me think now, because now I'm thinking about all the people who are like, well, that's a symbol to Moloch, and how the goat-headed demon would sacrifice the babies. And it's like, wait a minute, that doesn't make what you're saying. Yeah, what you're saying actually makes sense, and it's actually a way better way to look at it. I would, but I like that. I like that square. I like that, because ultimately what I'm hearing from you, Kevin, and what what I hope our fans are hearing is that this is a group about discipline, about being the best you can be for not only you, but your family and your community and your brotherhood, and being held to the highest regard in that by always checking your actions, always thinking before you act
Always
and
keep
things like
yourself in
that.
check.
Yes. Yeah, exactly, Viking. Are we on that page with you? Is that what we're reading about this? What we're picking up?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
that's it. Awesome. I
that's
I
it.
just I like to be correct when I get an idea. So oh fuck. Yeah. Hell yeah, Indiana pride. Yep. Yes. Yes, Lex Icon. You said it best. Um
So I can say this: if anybody's interested in joining a lodge
yeah,
in your neighborhood, go knock on that door. Um,
really.
they got a sign on the front. It says when their hours are. It's most likely going to be an evening, some night after work. Just knock on the door. If it's unlocked, poke your head in, say hello, tell them your intentions, and then I will also leave my email for you if there's any buddy from Indiana that would like to maybe meet up for a coffee or ask some questions.
I love it. I love
That's
it.
cool. You guys are you do seem very opening to anybody who wants to learn and know about you guys and join. That's really cool.
Yeah. I mean, it does seem like there are some limits to the members, but there's an inclusive mentality to you guys. Like about
Hmm.
the
I had some
about
trouble in the past, and they still accepted me. So I mean,
if they'll accept a rascal like you, I guess the gates are open.
right?
That's
So
awesome.
yeah, don't let your past really because I mean that kind of weighed on me when I was. Is this even worth my time? Am I going to be shut out right away
Yeah.
because I did some questionable things?
Okay. Yeah, I got you. I got you. We got Luna chiming in. Are you a Freemason for life? Are you able to leave? And are there any repercussions of it to it? What does the process look like? They jump
I
through
am a
like a
Freemason
game.
for life. Personally, I
You
am.
jump
I don't
through
know
to a
about other
game.
brothers. But you can get out of it. You can get out of it. I think the repercussion for that, I really haven't looked into it because I haven't had the thought of that. But I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure the repercussion would be you can't get back into it once you've exited. It'd be
Hmm.
something of that nature.
Interesting. Interesting. Uh, I just have to ask, and please tell me to shut the fuck up if I'm overstepping my bounds. But I've heard throughout ever since I've like even knew about this, the number 33. Okay. So there's a lot that people have, like you said at the beginning, researched and come up with, but yet they don't know. Is there anything that you can tell us without any consequences to you about the number 33?
It's the age that Jesus was when he died.
Yes. Okay.
I
All
can tell
right.
you that.
Message heard. Message heard on that one. Yeah. Uh I just there's so much mystery about that, and there's levels to this, right? To the Freemasonry for like members.
Other degrees.
Yes, yes, degrees. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I wish there was a way
So,
I could talk to
so
somebody
what you're
faster.
asking about there is a Scottish rite. It's a pendant body from Freemasonry, but in
Okay.
Freemasonry, there's nothing higher than the third degree Mason.
Okay.
So once you're three, there's nothing higher. Um, but what you're talking about is the Scottish rite, which is a pendant body, just like the Shriner.
Okay.
Every Shriner is a Mason.
Hmm.
So that's like the stipulation to join those guys, and the same with the Scottish rite.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you.
So
Thank you for
that's where I
educating me.
believe that's where you're getting the 33 from.
Okay. Okay. No, I mean, like I said,
And the
like
Scottish Rite does go up to 33, but the 33rd degree is not a attainable degree. It's something that fellow brothers have to be.
so it's like a constant goal for them to try to obtain, but it's never obtained.
Some that haven't done it. Obviously, you've heard about it.
Well, but you know, on the internet, anybody can say whatever the hell they want, and a crazy guy in their
Right.
basement with a podcast might believe it. So that's why I definitely wanted to check with you. But yeah, it's always just it's I don't know, because even the
For me, all that research I did before I joined, I don't want to say it took away from it, but it didn't help it at all because it was clouded, not even on the right track or any of that. So somebody going into it new, I would say if you're truly wanting to seek that out, go to the lodge first and talk to the brothers. Don't try to come up with your own idea what it is because you might be let down or it might not be what you thought it was going to be. And then you know you're going to be disappointed that you don't have all these riches handed to you.
yeah. Well, that's what a lot of people expect jumping
Right.
into your guys' group, and that's why I asked about the jobs and things like that in the beginning. We got Luna chiming in. Are there are the kinds of self-improvement very individual based? What kind of basic tiers does someone go through? How long does it take for someone to quote unquote level up?
It takes them as long as it takes. It might take me let's put it in video game terms. It might take me 2 days to get to level 25, where it might take Josh there, 2 hours. So it's your own path.
Oh, okay.
But
So is it a thing that like it's as hard as you make it for yourself, pretty much?
yeah, I can confidently say yes to that. You can make it harder on yourself too, accidentally, by doing that. I don't want to say research because it's not really research, because it's the stuff that's out there is not true, or it's some bastardization of what somebody thought that they thought they knew. Well, that is not even close. And yeah,
Man, dude, not only are you like teaching me things, you're also crumbling a lot of my reality as we talk. But I like it because I like to be knowledgeable with actual facts. Um, yeah, this has been a fantastic discussion so far.
Mm-hmm.
I really like what you're talking about with the brotherhood, with the like Luna chiming in asking about the individual based improvements. And what I'm really taking from you is, yes, it's a group and everybody's together and they are supporting each other, but you
I would
have
say the
to
group.
be. I'm sorry.
Yeah. The group aspect of it is more just to keep a check and balance. Honestly,
Okay.
not necessarily like they're there to police. Not necessarily they're there to police you in any way, but more just guide you on the right, slightly redirect you. If you, hey, dude, you're going down the wrong path here. Let's just turn you this way.
Yeah. And that's what I like about this, because it's like you're saying, and now that I'm thinking of the symbol, the compass, you need a compass. You need a moral compass. You need a compass to keep you on the direct path. And like you were saying with the square and it being, directing you right, do the right thing. And this group isn't about all the allure that we see and that we read about. And this takes me to the Shriners. Now, this is one thing that I heard And I always kind of liked it. It kind of warmed my heart. But the sword the Shriners have, that's a callback to how they started, and some of the members that started that. Am I wrong, or do you not know that?
I'm not a part of the Shriners organization. I haven't really looked into it yet
Okay.
in the slightest, other than I want to catch the circus when it comes around here in a month or so.
Oh, yeah. I remember that as a kid. I love that. They put on a good show.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we got Luna chiming in. What are some disqualifications for someone? For
That's a
someone
tough
trying?
question, really. That's a
Yeah.
tough question. I personally, I don't know of any right offhand.
Okay.
I'm sure there are some. I just haven't really looked into that.
Okay. She was also
I'm sorry I couldn't
wondering.
answer that question better.
Oh no, you answered it perfectly. What I like about your answering is you're direct. Like, you're not giving us bullshit. You could have
Oh,
came
you're
on
telling
here
us
and
your knowledge of what you know, and that's all you can give us, and that's what we want.
Yep.
So
exactly, because you could have came on here and gave us a whole line of bullshit. I mean, we in an alternate universe, we're probably talking about a goat demon headed thing.
or we're talking about Kevin finally riding the goat like he wants
Yeah,
to.
Kevin's like, I've rode 10 goats. What are you talking about? One. But Luna wanted to also add to that. What are some of the things that can get you kicked out of the Masons, if you can talk about
Oh,
that?
I can tell you that just a blatant disregard for the law will definitely get you. I don't want to say kicked out, but it's going to get you reprimanded pretty good. You're going to get a good,
Yeah.
and that be just like, I'm not going to say speeding because we all speed, but like maybe you're blatantly speeding over and over again, or drugs is another instance.
So definitely
We,
getting in trouble though would probably be something that could potentially get you kicked out.
yeah, yeah.
I like it. I like
And
how
I mean,
they,
we all make mistakes, so
yeah.
we're going to talk about it and see, what the problem is. Can we fix the problem, or, you know,
But like you were saying, if you continuously blatantly do these things, that's,
yep.
you're not ultimately, you not only are you showing the law disrespect, you're showing the brotherhood disrespect, because they've already talked to you and you still continue to do it. And it's like, why would you bring any type of bad news to the group? The
Right. Why would
brotherhood.
you want to bring that upon all of us?
Exactly. Dude, I really love how it's like this brotherhood makes you look at yourself and your actions, and for the betterment of everybody else, because I think that's lost in a lot of society today, because everybody's about the me, and nobody's about the us. I mean, a lot of people say that, but at the end of the day, are they actually practicing what they preach? And
That's the
what
hardest
I'm
thing to practice.
That very true. But what I'm hearing is you guys
Mhm.
have found a formula to be able to do those things, to practice what you're preaching. I mean, we had Luna chime in with all those organizations that you guys help out and you're a part of, and you're doing it because ultimately, again, you're practicing what you're preaching. And that's what I really adore about people
It's
who are out there.
admirable, is what it is.
I
Exactly.
could say lodges are very local too. So like your local lodges will do a lot for the charities in your neighborhood. Whereas like on the grander scale, the more like your Indianapolis lodge will do more stuff for the state level. Whereas, their smaller lodges are going to do the stuff on the town level.
Gotcha. No, that makes sense. I like that. Luna's asking, why are they called the Freemasons? What is the history or
This was my question.
backstory of the
This
name?
is something you can readily find online, but I will go into it for you, no problem. So back in ancient times, builders, everybody kept their I don't want to say knowledge, but their trade secret. Because if I could teach you how to build a house, why wouldn't you just go be the house builder, and then I'm not going to be able to feed my family?
Yeah.
So they kept it tight with their knowledge on their building. But say the King of England wanted a cathedral built, but the best builders were from Damascus. And so the free comes in there that we're free to travel, we're accepted amongst other brothers where we travel, and Masons because we study operative masonry and
I
speculative. Well, back then they did operative, but we do speculative. But yeah,
yeah, I have checked into that, and that's what I really liked about. That's what got me interested in looking into the Freemason Brotherhood, was because it started out like exactly like you said. You know, people were in fear of losing their jobs because if you taught somebody else your skill easily, they could have probably taken it over, and then you're out not feeding your family. But for them to collectively get together and understand that, you know, some of this knowledge needs to be shared so we can build what we have today. I mean, honestly, if you
that's where
look
the
back
degree
at,
systems come in.
that's
How
where it
much
comes in.
knowledge are we sharing? Yeah,
Wow, you just kind of blew my mind with
you got to
what
make
you
sure
said.
that you're readily prepared to take on that degree too.
So there is responsibility that comes with those higher up degrees, more so than your guy who is, you know, wherever you are in the brotherhood.
Right.
Wow. Viking, I don't know about you, but
And
my
that
mind,
also goes with the degrees too. So say I'm traveling from Damascus to England to build a cathedral, and I get there, and really I'm just an entered apprentice, but I tell them I'm a master. There's ways that they know if you're a master or not. So why lie? You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
There's
yeah. No, yeah, I love that because I mean, I have done carpentry and general construction, and there, throughout what I've done, I know there's little tricks here and there to do things to make it look better, not have to go that extra length to get something that you
stick
can
a little
house.
putty here, put some paint on it.
There you go, there you go. So yeah, I like that,
And
man.
see, like for me, my dad's a general contractor. He is what I consider a master contractor. He teaches me things all the time. I mean, primarily his thing is drywall and remodeling, but he can do a whole entire roof and do your driveway and do everything else. I've learned so much from him. I know minor electrician things because of him. Like I've learned all I can. So yeah, I'll never consider myself a master, but a lot of the shit I do, like woodwork, is mastery work that I like to do. So that's something I'm a master at, would be woodwork. But yeah, like so there's different degrees to shit you can learn. I mean, I've learned stuff from dad's friends and whatnot and other people that works with him. So yeah, there is a definitely level degree to all that.
Kevin, how do I test his level of degree in carpentry? What am I
Carpentry.
going to do?
You're gonna look at his work.
Oh, well, I
Yeah,
thought you were going to give me something cooler than that, but I
I already
mean,
knew
yeah,
the answer to that.
that's
See,
basic.
you're no master carpentry, Joseph. You didn't know the answer to it.
I know. There we go. We have
Even I
figured
knew
it
that.
out.
Look at his tools. Does he
That's
got a master's tools?
hey. You know what, Viking? I'm booking the plane ticket now. I'm coming over to your house to look at the tools,
Oh
and
God.
we're gonna
Does
call
he
you
have
out.
that circular saw? Or has he just got that, miter saw? What's he got?
What you got, Viking?
I
What
have
you
one
got
of
over
each.
there? I love
So
that.
to answer Luna's question about attending lodge meetings,
Oh
no,
yeah.
there's no requirement. Um, get there when you can. Life happens.
Man, this is really cool. I'm really enjoying what you're saying, Kevin, and learning actual like knowledge about this as opposed to
Yeah, because I'll admit I knew nothing of like Freemasonry. Like I've known nothing about it. I didn't even know about it until a couple weeks ago. Well, I think I heard it here and there, and then me and Joseph talked about it a little bit more, and he's like, "Hey, what if we got a Freemason on the show?" I'm like, "Okay,
yeah,
this is something I can learn about." And I said yes because it's something I can learn about because, like you said before, you guys are hungry for knowledge, and that's what I am. I like to learn new things about other things, and like that's what makes it interesting for me. So it's really cool to me to learn more about it.
Yeah, I'm there with you, Viking. This is
Go
is
to the
like
lodge and knock on the door.
here we go. Here we go. I don't know. Are they gonna be okay with my show? Because I go into some really weird ass shit.
I don't know.
I guess we'll just have to
I'm
find
gonna be
out.
real with you, Joseph. They might tell you no of all people.
Yeah,
Sometimes it's
probably.
better to ask forgiveness than permission.
Man, we are just getting so much wisdom from Kevin right now. I'm enjoying it. Kevin, I know that you're a family man and everything, and you probably got some time you need to spend with the old
I'm actually
family.
over at a buddy's right now, hiding in the closet. He's getting ready to have a baby, and we're painting his house.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
Well,
awesome.
congrats to him.
You kind of hit me out of the blue with all that information. Like, I thought there was going to be a joke at the end of that.
Nope, no joke. Just out here doing work.
That's awesome, man. Well, I mean, for you to take your time and give us some of it and everything, I'm grateful that you shared some knowledge with me and Luna and Viking and our window licking fans. Well, hold on. Luna's got
She
another
got one more.
question. What are some of the most memorable or meaningful Masonic traditions? Luna, are you trying to get us shanked?
She's trying to get me hemmed up, is what she's trying to do.
Yeah.
But I can tell you
She
this.
gets in trouble.
I can tell you one thing that's made public is our funeral rites. You can YouTube that and
So
see a Masonic funeral.
okay.
All right.
Is it cool? I mean, I know it's a funeral, but like, is there some things that
It might reach in there and touch your heart a little bit.
I'm gonna look it up after we're done? I like that. So fans, go look that up. Kevin, first off, thank you so much for just being an old friend of mine, and being alive. Just man, it's awesome. It really is. The fact that I can remember little Kevin and now see you here and hear all this wisdom coming from you, dude. Like it's so awesome. Oh, okay, awesome.
Good to hear.
All right, fans. So we do have I can't transfer. Oh, maybe I can. We do have Kevin's email. Let me do some maneuvering here for a second. But yeah, Kevin, what I'm saying is, dude, it's just so awesome that you're in this position in life. And I'm so happy not only to know you as a human, but to say, you are a friend. I know that it's been 20 years that we've seen each other interacted, but dude, there's a spot in my heart always for you and your family. You guys helped me out of some times that don't make me look the best in life, but you were there. And it's very meaningful that you're doing what makes you happy right now, man. And I just truly appreciate that you're the human that you are, man. Is there anything that you want to shout out? Anything that you want to give out? I'm working on getting your email put up there for everybody.
The only thing I want to say is thank you guys for having me and let me have the opportunity to share some truth with you guys on the subject, because there's a lot of negative out there. And I'm honestly, if you guys want to send me some hate, go ahead, and my email. But that was for the one person that it might truly help, that might have been trying, doesn't know how to go about it. Feel free. If it's just maybe you just want to talk about it or see more in depth, or if you can get more out of me, that's all right. Feel free.
I love it. And fans, that's at the bottom of the screen right now. It is johnsonkevin.1989@gmail.com. That's for the audio people who are going to hear this. Luna, Viking, you guys got anything left before we let Kevin go and finish out our show?
No, I have nothing. Luna doesn't seem to. She would have posted it probably by now, but she had
She
a lot
would.
of good questions though.
Yeah, Luna, you were on the ball for 2 weeks in a row. You're getting the MVP award. Kevin, thanks, man. Thank you.
Yep.
I'll let
Thank
you
you
know
guys
this.
again.
if you're into any type of wrestling or anything like that, I cover a lot of that shit. Look me
Actually,
up.
I'm going to be at Comic-Con next month, and they got some wrestling going on down there. You going to be down there?
That's awesome. I mean, I would love to go down there, especially Rainn Wilson's going to be down there. I want to meet
14th, 15th, and 16th, I believe.
Yeah, I seen that. I kind of, there might be a chance we might bump into each other.
I might be dressed up as a Jedi, or maybe a nameless ghoul from Ghost.
I'm gonna dress up as you.
Oh heck yeah, man! I don't think you can pull it off.
I don't think I can either, but I'm gonna try. From what I hear, that's all I got to do is try. So,
hey, thanks again for having me, and maybe after I get that 33rd that we were talking about, you can have me again.
awesome. Anytime you want to come back and have a seat on this show, man, just let me know and we will have you on.
Yep. Thank you guys again. Have a great night.
Thank you.
You too. Thank you, Kevin. All right, guys. So that was our Freemason talk. Luna, Viking. What? How are we feeling on this one?
I mean, like I said, I knew nothing about this beforehand, so it was really cool to learn about it.
Yeah, it was. I there was a lot of things that proved me wrong on what I thought.
Yeah, because you had a lot of. It seemed you had a lot of different thoughts about what they had going on.
Yes, I do. I mean, there's a lot of things that like he said, that I thought I knew because I looked up some things and listened to some people who I thought were educated, and you never know until you get there. I think that's
educated, not educated.
Yeah, I was definitely a Ralph Wiggum out there, not doing anything, not being Luna. Luna's like on the ball with everything. She's gonna start running her own fucking
Jiggling over there.
I know. I was out there doing this, and Luna's actually fucking knocking it out of the park. She's gonna take over the show. You do realize that, right? Viking.
You're the Iowa journalism, and she's fucking Lois Lane over there.
Yeah, she is. She is. And I don't know, but Luna, you definitely get seal of approval 2 weeks in a row. Luna is knocking it out of the park. Viking, we got to step up our game.
Yeah, apparently.
We do, man. I mean,
let Jamie have too much of it.
I know. We're like, hey, Jamie, go find us some things. She's like, oh, why don't I just take over the show because you guys are lame and you guys can't even stay on topic ever. So that's always fun. You can always like that. But I know that you said, Viking, that you didn't know anything really about.
No, I knew
the
nothing
Freemasons.
about them.
But what you heard, what are your overall thoughts on what we just heard from Kevin?
It's interesting. It really is. To know more about it is really interesting, and it's cool to learn about. It's to me, it's another religion to learn about.
Yeah, I mean they definitely have some things going on. I mean, all those charities that they work with, that was a large ass list of
That's a long
things that
list.
they work. Yeah.
I knew about the Shriners thing, and that was it. And then I didn't know if there's a whole much more than they do.
Yeah, and I liked how he told us about the Indianapolis, how they take care of like the state, and then the individual lodges that are throughout the towns take care of the towns. That's pretty cool. I like that. I mean, I thought maybe Grun was going to pop in, but
ooh, yeah. Ooh, he's smart. He go, yeah, let me show you another one. Tinfoil hat.
He
the fuck?
he didn't show up.
I was expecting a new one.
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
now you know why I sent you that clip I did the other day for you.
Yeah,
you seen it, right? Yeah, I was like, I'll use this eventually.
I did see it, and I have to have you send it to me in a different way because it will not let me accept it.
Damn,
for a
download. I was hoping you could just download the video and just save
it. Trust me, that's exactly what I was hoping too, but
yeah,
it didn't happen.
I was like, this is the perfect video to send to Joseph. I need to.
dude, it was perfect. I loved it. And now I'm just,
Can I have your attention, please?
Of course you have an email, you idiot. Just read it.
I'm just an idiot. I'm just out there looking like an idiot, being an idiot.
Idiot. Read it.
It happens.
God, I hated WWE back then.
Of course you have an email.
The stupid fucking email thing was dumb.
It was very dumb.
It was
That's why
such
it's in our
a
drops.
dumb angle.
People don't come to the show looking for education or things like that unless we have a guest who's actually informed, because the two running the ship, no go. The navigator is who you want to ask.
He brought off handily with Luna, apparently.
Yeah. She's gonna change it to Luna's conspiracies. Fuck the two idiots that have been running this dumb shit. It does crack me up though how
Barely got a job as it is, then Luna just takes everything.
I know. She's just like that though. Wait, what's this job?
Hopefully he can. I don't know. He might have autism. I don't even know him that well. He's a great guy, and I'm glad that
I might have autism. It's a possibility.
Fucking Theo Vaughn, man.
Luna saying we need a band name. Yeah, we definitely do. We are a band of gypsies just running through the yard. All right, fans. So let me get into this because we were discussing this before we went live. Viking, where are we going next?
I don't know, because we
topics,
talked
my
about
friend.
Dyatlov Pass was one of them, which is one of my favorite subjects.
Yeah.
We have that. I've recently found out, like I said, about that Hitler had a whole program of different trying to resurrect Jurassic type animals. Like that period.
Yeah.
Like different types of creatures and part of his breeding programs. I was like, that sounds kind of cool. But we're gonna have to spitball it. I don't know exactly what we're gonna do next week, but
yeah,
we'll be here next week.
Well, I would say, after that Bryce dude and his Hitler rant, and maybe the Hitler topic could be postponed for a little bit. Have you seen this?
I don't pay attention to the news enough.
Oh, dude, this is a UFC guy. So you remember the UFC guy who was a couple of years ago who was getting a lot of praise for going against the woke agenda and things like that.
Okay.
He was kind of a hillbilly dude. His name's Bryce. He had a little twang to his voice. Anyways,
he a fighter?
Yeah, he's a UFC fighter. So he decides he decides to have a podcast, and their very first episode, he decides to say how Hitler was a cool guy and not all the things he did was bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I kind of remember this.
So you're with me now.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, maybe, we give it a couple more weeks before we dive into that guy and, just let it simmer. Let it simmer. I guess Rampage had him on his, and he was like, we're going to just berate you. We're not even going to let you talk. Luna's chiming in. The Mandela effect.
She's giving us some things.
The phantom time
theory.
Hypothesis and time
These are more
travel.
Joseph's topics here, not mine.
The hollow earth theory. Oh, I love those. I think these are the topics that we were talking about that we told her to start a list with.
Possibly. Is this?
No, it's not.
Just spitballing here. I don't know. I thought we had a whole list of odd different things at one time that we told you to write down.
Yeah.
Jamie's not doing her job.
Well, I guess she's not taking over a podcast.
Yep, not taking those. Yep.
Because that's one of the biggest keys is keeping lists.
Yeah. Can't keep up to date.
No, I like all those
list,
things.
Luna? Do you have the list? Because you ain't telling us anything. It's a secret. You ain't got a list. You lied, second shit.
It's a secret list. I do. I will say this though, Viking, you were 100%. Those are definitely all the things I would enjoy to talk about.
Yeah, these are more Joseph things than me. My list. My
list.
Come on, Luna. Don't you roll your eyes, woman.
We could talk about we could go into what Hitler was looking for, the Holy Grails. And he
That's
lost,
been one of mine too, because I think that's kind of a mutual one for us.
Yeah. Because, ooh.
No, I don't
No,
want Norse
nor-
mythology. I could, but I'm not doing that one.
He's not paying homage to his heritage.
Nah, that's a lot to get into.
Or do you not want to tell us the secrets of your people? I think that's where it is. Look at that. I hit it out of the park
I
again.
invoke my Fifth Amendment.
that doesn't matter here on the Window Lickers. You know, we're just goofy bastards doing goofy bastard shit. I think that's all we're ever gonna do.
Speaking of shit, I think I'm gonna make Luna play Celebrity Deathmatch tonight.
Ooh.
Yeah, I totally forgot that I got it a couple weeks ago at a game store. And I was like, Celebrity Deathmatch? No fucking way. I haven't played this since I was a kid.
I like that.
So
Celebrity Deathmatch was one of my favorite shows.
I found it for Xbox and I was like, yes, I'm replaying this.
I like that.
Vending machines kill more people in America than sharks.
How about that?
Fun fact.
Yeah, well, you know what? Joseph's IDs are a lot more fucking easier to do, okay? So you could fuck off over there.
Well, I mean, at least we learned about vending machines. You know, I mean, they kill more people in America than sharks. That's pretty crazy. But,
bro, I found plant or fucking vegan-free cookie dough peanut butter that's gonna kill me.
Vegan free? What does that?
It's nut free. Was it nut free, egg free, dairy free, and soy free? Yeah, it's cookie dough peanut butter we found yesterday because we were doing we did the Valentine's Day thing. We did the rock paper scissors thing where you decide what you're gonna do for like appetizers, dinner, and entertainment. We didn't even eat dinner. We didn't even get that far, but we got was it Good Earth brand? I can't remember what the brand is. I'm asking Luna here. Tell me what it is. Good and Gather. That's the brand. And it's jalapeno and cream cheese wontons, and then these Parmesan pastry covered like mini hot dogs. Like piggies in a blanket, but they were like in this Parmesan pastry stuff, and they were fucking amazing, dude. Put in the air fryer, it was so good.
They sound pretty good.
That was our appetizers. Then we got a garlic chicken Alfredo thin crust pizza we've gotten before. It's really good. So it's really creamy. It's really good pizza. We didn't probably eat that tonight. Huh?
That's not a pizza.
Oh, it's a good pizza though.
No.
That's fucked up. That's why they didn't want Trump to build a wall, because they have to raise their own fucking kids. That's fucked up.
It's a good pizza. We've had it before. We like it.
Okay. Uncle Joey says no.
Fuck Uncle Joey.
You don't mean that, Viking. You don't mean that.
No, I don't, because I love Joey Diaz.
I know you do. Trust me, I got some drops on the work coming up.
Oh, I love Joey Diaz. He's fucking hilarious.
So, fans, it sounds like our next episode is going to be a mystery to you guys until we do it. So, it's going to be Viking's turn. And,
no, fuck it. Hold on. No, anyways, I scrolled out there. No, that's where I found this peanut butter because we're doing like, hey, should we get something sweet to eat or something? And I found this fucking cookie dough peanut butter. I was like, this shit sounds great. And I looked at it, I was like, this is like granola stuff. Oh, cool. It's fucking good. It's way too damn good, man.
Way too damn good.
Amazing. It is. It's fucking good. I was like, this shit'll kill me.
I think we need to clip this and send it to this company so they know that they could sponsor us. Yeah, they can throw us some money. We'll have Viking talk about their products. I do have some feelers out there to bring on a demonologist.
Yes,
I have yet to get any hits on that. So, fans, if you're out there and you know of anybody and you can put me in touch with them, I would love to absolutely bring them on and have a discussion. And that discussion won't be as careful as it as we were with the Mason.
Yeah,
Dude, I
could
just
free
got
that one a little more.
listen to this, bro. So you remember the guy that was in our chat and I told the story about the Cobb?
Uh-huh.
So he just hit me up in my messages. Hey, what's the name of that song at the beginning of your show? Well,
See, and what I hate those, it's only on that Suno app, and I can't get it anywhere else. I can't download it. I want it on my YouTube, but it's not. You don't have it posted to a YouTube video or anything, so I can't download it to my music.
I can send you the file.
Yeah, but all my YouTube playlists. That way, I can just play through there and don't have to search for it while I'm driving and be like, play that song.
Okay, I will put a video up of ours.
If you YouTube it, yeah. If you post it on like YouTube, like
yeah, I'll put it up there.
So I gotta have Luna do the songs that she makes and like randomly, because there's the other one too that she made about the show that you haven't used yet.
Yes, I know. I'm working on it. It's.
And I'll still say, man, our disclaimer does not have to go so fucking hard.
What do you want me to do? Do you
No,
want
it's a good thing.
Next
Like
time
I told Luna, I was like, it goes way harder than it possibly fucking needs to on that beat.
Yeah, it does. It's. I guess the next time I make a song, I'm gonna have to put into the section for the AI to be like, can you not make it so good? Could you just make it like a normal? Yeah. So yeah, that's where we're at.
No, that's what we did yesterday. We did the I don't know what you did with your wife, but that's what we did yesterday for a date. We got food, and then we were at we are not normal. No, we're not. And then we were at Target, and I'm a Hot Wheels collector, so a bunch of new ones just came out, and I found some really fucking great ones, and that's all I bought. And then I bought soap because Dr. Squatch is like my soap, and I don't use fucking the liquid shit. I like real soap. And Dr. Squatch's Iron Man is really fucking good. It smells amazing. So I got some soap and shit, and then we came home. And then we decided for entertainment. I was like, we have games. Like, we could just play games. We were gonna do Legos, but I was like, we could just play games and shit, you know. And so we played Luigi's Mansion. That was our date day. I don't know what you and your wife did.
Well, we have our 3 daughters, you know. So we've been doing this HelloFresh thing for like a month now, which we like it because I'm teaching them how to cook, and so they don't have to, you know, rely on me all the time. So anyways, we ordered the filet mignon recipe that they had, and it came with some really good green beans and mashed potatoes to make that that were really good. I really enjoyed those, but the filet mignons were fucking amazing. They taste really good. And then we did a chocolate lava bundt cake.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that's pretty much what we don't.
Oh, the HelloFresh thing is like worth it though.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I absolutely
would have been looking at those like the oh, what are they are the F brand. It's just a black and white. It's with an F, fresh or something like that. I don't remember.
Yeah, I know they got a few of them.
Factor.
Oh, okay.
Factor is the one we see all the time. We've been looking at a couple of them, and I'm like, eh.
Well, here's a little thing for you. I like what you're saying, Luna. Yes, we can. I have been hit up by HelloFresh multiple times to do a sponsorship with them. The thing is it'll come with a code, and we have to have people sign up with that code for it to make an impact for this channel. So if I know of enough people who'll sign up for it, I'll definitely start doing it.
I mean, you could put out the other shows too.
Yeah, I could, but something with wrestling and cooking, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, HelloFresh, stay in fit, stay in shape.
Oh, I'm not ordering the healthy foods from them. I'm ordering the shit that's gonna make
clearly not with the filet mignon.
Yeah, dude, it was so good. Oh man. And since there's 5 of us, it does suck because we have to order like an extra thing to it because they only go up to 4. But the extra thing gives us an extra one. So the dog always thinks he gets his own HelloFresh meal. And it's like, no, you don't, though. Like, you're a dog.
Nice try there, buddy. You ain't getting shit.
He got it last night. He did get his own filet mignon. So he was stoked. Well, I don't know how much longer he's going to be with me. So I'm trying to give him as much enjoyment as possible.
I understand that.
Yeah, I knew you would, and I haven't been talking about it because, we have a friendship and I know things. So,
I get it.
Yeah, so that's where we're at with that. But yeah, it was a nice. It snowed a lot here, so
we didn't get much snow. I mean, I look out and the truck's barely got an inch on it, maybe, and I'm like, it's not really that much snow.
I think we got 4 inches last night.
To get like a bunch yesterday, and
yeah,
that's why we did our shit early on yesterday morning when I got home from work because I'm done at 8 a.m. I told her I'm on my way home, be half an hour, be ready to fucking go. We're gonna get shit done and come home because I don't want to be on the snow.
I love it. I absolutely love it. That's exactly where my mentality is when I hear of snow coming.
I told her Thursday that's what we're gonna do when I come home in the morning because I don't want to be on this shit.
Yeah, no one does. Yeah. We got 4 inches last night and 3 inches a couple days before. But
yeah, we got only maybe 2 inches each time. I think.
Oh, that's not bad.
The last week though, what was that, Saturday or whatever it was? My truck was covered. I had to fucking go out there and shovel it off, basically.
Man, how does a Viking handle frozen water? I
like it cold though.
I bet you do.
I'm from Wisconsin, man. I like it cold here. I could have done that and let the truck just shake it off.
Just shake it off. Just shake it off.
No, there's a good foot of snow on top of the truck, probably, though. I had to clear off.
Yeah, well, that's good for you. Keeps that heart going.
Not when I had a cold and I was dying while coughing out there because the cold air in my lungs. It was bad. I was dying out there. My throat hurt.
Well, that's why you need to. We need to buy a compound, move out to Nevada, and just have some fun.
Nevada. What are we gonna do, Nevada?
There's deserts, there's dune buggies, there's 4-wheelers. What,
man? Do you know how much fucking baby powder we'll need out there between our legs?
Dude, we will have
guys don't do good in fucking heat, bro.
We'll have a compound. You can go to the air-conditioned house that's going to be on the compound.
That's no fun. I want to be outside.
Well, God damn it. I'll get you a virtual reality set. And when it's too hot for you to be out there, you can be in virtual land. Man, don't try to throw curveballs at me. You know what, Viking? I'll knock every curveball out of the park, okay? I can hit a curveball.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I probably can't.
Probably not.
Pretending I'm a master at the bat, and I'm not. You know how it is. All right, Viking. I think we have reached our ultimate climax of this episode. We had a great episode, honestly. Very awesome to have our first guest, not only our first guest, but a Freemason himself step into our studio and talk. That was awesome. We got some ideas brewing for next. We are doing one next week, right?
Yes. Next Saturday. Yes. I will be available.
So go ahead and I know you're going to hit them up, but let them know about Frontline before we take off.
Frontline is next Friday, not Saturday, because there's something else going on at Bakerville Bar. And then the following week, actually just literally, I mean, it's less than a mile where I'm at right now, but Frontline Pro will be at what's Ebercon is it's called?
Oh.
And that'll be called Recon, and that's a Friday night and Saturday night show up here at this gaming convention. And that's literally in our backyard. So that's really cool. We literally have a 5-minute drive to the show, not even, maybe 3 minutes. So literally in my backyard. That'll be going on for those 2 nights. So I won't be available for that Saturday because we are doing passes for each night.
Awesome. No, you go ahead and enjoy that. You and Luna take the time off. Luna's worked hard enough on this show. I think she can take a week off. Not next week, but the week after. You got your week off, Luna. So good for you. But for me, fans, friends.
Wait, and
go ahead.
Kevin will be there this week too. This
Who?
coming Friday, Kevin will be in the show.
Oh yes,
He does have a match. He has a tag team match.
Sweet. Yeah. So go out there and check out.
Yep.
Yeah, check them out. Frontline Pro. You guys have heard me say it every time Viking brings it up, but they are just knocking it out of the park every time they get up to bat. Go check out what they're doing because it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And then at some point, you guys are gonna you're gonna have to fight for tickets.
In your house coming in. I mean, it's cool to have you guys there.
Yeah, yes, and we're trying to make that a bigger thing. There's a discussion going on in the chat group right now about those such things. So that could possibly
be awesome. I'd love to see you guys come down one day.
Oh, trust me, we want to be out there. But fans, as you hear about that, you can also hear more about my wrestling shows that I do. There's one specifically done on a Monday. Let's talk about Monday. It's Monday Night Raw preview with me, the blue-eyed villain himself, Grundmeister, and the Chaos Goblin, Kevin Calloway, which you can catch out at Frontline Pro. We talk about Monday Night Raw. We talk 3 subjects. Usually, it's me giving the first subject where we talk and we bring you guys in and we discuss it. And then my co-hosts take over and they talk one topic they want to discuss. It's a blast. Join us at 7 p.m. every Monday where we go and get you kicked off and ready for Raw. So come be a part of that. It's a fun time. Outside of that, if you want to catch me, it's Fridays at 5 p.m. where we go extreme. And fans, let me tell you, it's me and House, and it's the ECW Hardcore TV series. We're running through it. Right now, we're in the middle of December, and it's a blast. So come join us because we have a guest coming up. Not sure exactly when it's going to work for him, but it's going to be in the next couple weeks. We got Cruz Flair himself. If you don't know who Cruz Flair is, he is the man who has been on the Jericho Cruise dressed as Ric Flair and doing everything Ric Flair does. So come join us that. He's also a co-host with Sabu himself every Tuesday night on Sabu Speaks on Twitch. So go check that out. It's a fun time. He'll be a part of that, and that's on Fridays at 5 p.m. That's the ECW Watch Along series with me and House himself. And so come be a part of that. You know, Saturdays when we are available 2 weeks from now, we will not be, but we do the Conspiracy Show. Me, Luna, and Viking Storm, we get the sails ready, we cast off, pull up all the anchors, and we set sail for some conspiracies. Tonight wasn't really that much of a conspiracy. It was just talking because we wanted to talk. We want to give actual good views to some of the topics that we discuss and show that maybe sometimes I'm not right. Most of the time I'm not. And outside of that, Sunday is the house party. Anybody who's in your house group who's available, we jump on around 11 and we talk wrestling, everything that's been through the week. This Sunday, we will be talking Vengeance. It just happened. Were you there? Did you see it? I seen a little bit of it, and you can join us and talk about it tomorrow. So fans, friends, anybody who gives a shit about what we do, thank you for giving us your time, your attention, and most of all, your conspiracies. We will catch you on the next one. Bye.
Disclaimer. The theories and opinions discussed on this podcast are for entertainment and informational purposes only. They are strictly speculative and should not be taken as factual or authoritative. The views expressed are those of the hosts and guests and do not represent established facts or expert consensus. Listener discretion is advised!